In this tutorial, we'll show you how to install plugins to your WordPress site. A plugin is a way to extend some kind of functionality or to extend some features of your site. You do not necessarily have to ever install a plugin to make a good Expression site, but if you're looking for something specifically for your site to do and you just can't seem to find any kind of function like that, based on your theme, you can always search plugins, which again will install some functionality. So to do that, you can see here on the screen that I'm at my dashboard of my Expression site. And to install a plugin, you're going to come right down here to where it says plugins. And I come to the plugin page. You can see here I have two that have already been installed, and you'll notice that one is activated because it says deactivate, and one is not. So plugins that are listed on your site doesn't necessarily mean that they're being used, because you have to first download and install them, and then you have to activate or deactivate them if you don't want to use them. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. But just to go out and look for some kind of new functionality, I'll go to the Add New button at the top of the screen of my plugins page, and I'll click Add New, and I'll come to a site that begins to show you some examples and some popular or featured, in this case featured, plugins. So the plugins are on the internet, but right from your dashboard you can search and install them right from this page. You'll notice there's some popular ones you could look through and some recommended plugins, but more importantly you're probably going to have something that you're looking to do. For example, I'm going to use the search box on the right hand side to search for some kind of an ability to have a slideshow of images. So I'll put in the word slideshow, and then I'll search. It goes out, it looks at all the different plugins, and by the way, if you really want to look at plugins outside of here, you could go to this site, wordpress.org/plugins, and you can see there are over 37,000 plugins available. But you don't ever have to go there to look. You can do all this from right inside the dashboard of your site. So I've put in a keyword, and I come up with a number of results, and it looks up here on the right hand side that there's 441 items that have been returned by this slideshow search. There's 15 pages of. That's a lot to look at. But for example, I can look down and pay attention to the ratings. I like this one already, or I like this one with positive stars showing me that it's been rated rather highly as compared to some other ones. So you may want to pay attention to the ratings. You also can read about them to see what they do. You can always click the More Details button with any plugin, and you'll go out to their kind of short page from their web that tells you all about what it does, how to install it. It might even give you screenshots, what you need to do. You can install it from this page if you're sure you want it right here, but I'm going to take a step back, close this page, and show you that if I want the light full screen slider, it's a lightweight full screen slideshow plugin to build, I'm going to go ahead and hit install now, and it will confirm whether I want to do it or not. I hit OK, and then you'll see that as I install it, the page will change and it'll tell you what it's doing. It's unpackaging it, installing the plugin, and it has already successfully installed the plugin on my site. It does not mean it's active, it's just installed. So for example, if I want to activate this plugin, I'll click Activate Plugin Now, and that's all I need to do to extend the functionality. And you can see it's in my list of plugins, and the slideshow plugin that I just installed called Light Full Screen Slider is now active, and I always can deactivate it here if I want to turn it off. Now what you're going to find out with plugins really quickly is you're going to search and look for some change in your menu items that tells you that you have some functionality. But sometimes it's not so easy to tell, so you're going to have to do a little research with the plugin, maybe read the website to see where it's going to show up, because some plugins show up in the menus right here. You can see the Weaver Slider, which is a plugin that I installed, is located here. But some plugins are actually functions that are buried within some of these links, so just be aware of that. But again, just to review, if you want to add functionality to your Expression site, you're going to want to add a plugin, search for the type of plugin you want, install it, and then activate it, and test it out to see if it's the kind of functionality that you're looking for.